discovered we were running a film tonight about a big-hearted bear that's been entertaining crowds for years.
Yeah, but imagine his disappointment when he realised that it wasn't all about him.
In August 1980, a full-scale air and sea search was mounted around the remote island of Benbecula in the Scottish Hebrides. The hunt attracted enormous media attention and the story went global.
But why all the fuss? Who or what had gone missing?
The fugitive was a bear, an 8-foot-tall, 60-stone grizzly called Hercules. Back in the 70s, when you could still do such a thing, professional wrestler Andy Robin bought him as a cub from the local zoo for just 50 quid. He trained Hercules to play fight as part of his act. The bear became a member of the family, living and eating with Andy and his wife Maggie. Man and bear developed a unique and close bond of trust.
One day, I swear to God, I fell in the river and he pounced on top of me. I said, this is it. He's going to get me. But he caught my hair and he lifted me up, swear to God, and looked at me as if to say, I'm not going to bite you.
They travelled the world together in this special bus.
The man and the bear.
The man and the bear.
They wrestled together.
They wrestled together and they loved to wrestle together because he had never any chains on him. He had no barriers around the wrestling ring. I got this beard now. He could jump out the ring any day he wanted.
Hercules graduated from the ring to TV appearances and commercials. Shooting an advert in the Hebrides, Andy allowed Hercules a break for a favourite activity, a swim. Hercules promptly headed for the horizon.
Talk about irresponsible parenting. Really.
He thinks he's in his pool, he goes for a swim, he takes off.
Not knowing it's limitless.
Totally.
What did you say?
Complete panic. Because unless you've been up there, you really don't realise the scope of the place, the currents.
Benbecula Islander Davy Shepherd remembers well the day Hercules went missing.
How on earth could a bear this size disappear?
The moorland where he disappeared was heathery moorland, peaty meathery, and he just blended into that. The only chance of seeing him if he was on the move.
Were the farmers frightened that their sheep were going to be ravaged?
Say one sheep had been found ravaged, then I suppose the fear would have spread.
But none were. The anxious parents were more worried that Hercules would starve to death before eating livestock. He was, after all, something of a gastronome.
He liked a good pot of tea in the morning. He liked his roast chicken, his prawns, all of these things. And he would not eat raw meat, though.
Of course not.
So unless there had been a roast lamb wandering
It had to be
about,
a roast lamb.
Roast lamb.
Of course
they
it
were
did.
fine.
3 weeks went by with no sign of the bear. Andy and Maggie were frantic with worry.
You went to bed at night and I could hear him crying into his pillow, and I was doing the same, but you were trying not to bring it together to make it even worse. So it was just a horrible time.
Then, when all hope seemed lost, a sighting on the island of North Uist, 15 miles away.
Suddenly I saw the bear.
You actually saw the bear?
Yes.
From what distance?
It'd be about a mile or so. Yes.
And what was he doing?
He was just walking across the moors, you know.
Tracked by helicopter, Hercules was shot with a tranquilizer dart and reunited with Andy. But his time on the run, including the long swim to the next door island, had taken its toll.
He's lost 15 stone in weight, man.
Because he wasn't having the
Was
gourmet
he
home
now?
cooking.
And he was very poorly, covered in ticks. I sat and you picked all the ticks off him. Every single person, I think, in the island brought milk. We had
1,000 pints.
about 140 pints of milk appeared. He just slurped away at this milk, and that seemed to revive him.
How was it for him when he got home?
He liked to be very close to you, and he thought, I'm not having any more of that outdoor stuff. I'm staying close to home.
Hercules recovered fully and resumed his career, his escapist exploits making him more popular than ever. After living a fuller life than the average bear, Hercules died of natural causes at the age of 26.
And here he is. Hercules lies buried here in Andy and Maggie's garden. You miss him still, don't you?
Oh, he was a massive part of our life, and he made us laugh, and he brought us an enormous amount of pleasure. We'll always miss him forever.
I mean, it's jaw-dropping, isn't it, that story?
I'm sorry, that's not real. That's like a man in a suit. That entire report is a guy in a suit. He was just in studio, in a television. I'm trying to make it about us.